Known for his thrilling Batman movies, Joel Schumacher tries his hand at a throbbing space epic. It has everything a great space movie needs. It's got trees, corn, dirt, okra, kinda, not really, baseball, John Lithgow, and beards, or corn, space, sometimes, oddly shaped robots, ethnics, Michael Caine, and it was on the Batsuit.
It was Interstellar. Hello and welcome to Resisting Boredom, where we drink, ramble, and discuss things that help in the never-ending quest of not being bored. I'm Brandon Kaiser.
Josh Jessen.
I'm Brian Haas.
This week we came straight out of a wormhole to give you our review of Interstellar. It was directed by the one and only Christopher Nolan, not Joel Schumacher. It stars Matthew McConaughey.
So Batman to me.
Anne Hathaway, Michael Caine. Who else is in it? That's not Topher Grace.
John
Lithgow.
And Topher Grace.
Topher Grace. Damn it, so distracted by the Topher Grace. Also Jessica Chastain, Casey Affleck, and...
John Lithgow.
John Lithgow again. Fair enough. That's good enough.
He dual rolls it.
Yeah, you can figure it
And
out.
William Shatner is the big giant head.
You can figure it out. Anyways, that is
Call
the
that
movie.
IMDb.
That is the movie we saw. I don't think we did a video, but if you would know me personally, you will know that this was my most anticipated movie of the year. Even before everything, beginning of the year, whatever. This was my most anticipated movie of the year. So did it live up to that hype?
I don't know, Brandon. What did you think about not Joel Schumacher, his movie called Interstellar?
I'm glad you asked.
I was about to call it Dark Star. It's entirely different.
I really liked this movie. Did it live up to the high ceiling that I put it on? Probably not. But still an amazing movie, and there are no bad Christopher Nolan movies. So this may seem kind of negative, but remember that it's still an awesome movie. It is a little long. It's almost 3 hours, and it's a lot. You feel it.
Feel it in your ass.
It takes a little bit to get going. There's a lot of corn, as mentioned in the intro. It takes a little bit to get going. Things kind of happen weirdly. I saw I don't really know if it's a twist, but the ending coming pretty early on.
They foreshadow it pretty heavily. I think this is the least subtle plot, besides not counting Batman or anything. This is like the least subtle he's ever done, like a plot twisty thing.
Yeah. Or maybe we're just adapting his style of movies. I don't know what it is. But anyways, so it didn't have the, I don't know, really wrap me up. This is no Inception, let's put it that way, because I love Inception. But it's still amazing. It's just excellently shot, excellently acted. This is unlike many, I can't think of another movie like this myself. I have never seen 2001. I will say that up front. In saying that, because I know people compare this movie to 2001 all the time. But for me, I've never seen a movie like this, and for that, the originality and, craziness of this movie, I was thoroughly entertained the whole time. I thought everything was really well done. It was a great movie. I do want to see it again, to see if I get anything else out of it. I don't know if I will, like most Nolan movies, but still a fantastic movie, just not the top 10 all-time levels I was hoping it would be. So that's the gist of my review. So
I think I'll take it from here.
Brian.
I also really like this movie. I remember when it was first announced, I was really looking forward to it, and then kind of in the in-between time, I let it slip to the back of my mind, and then just yesterday or the day before, I realized, oh, this is the movie I wanted to see, and was real happy.
Nice.
So.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't get all those trailers on the TVs anymore.
I didn't need trailers.
So
I just had to hear Christopher Nolan's new movie, and it was instantly anticipated.
Oh, okay. I really like the concept. I think it was kind of cool that they, like you said, you've never seen one like this before. It's definitely in a different direction than anything I've seen before. Some common themes maybe, but it definitely had its own original path, I guess.
Yeah, we don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah.
So if we seem kind of vague,
Yeah, it's kind of hard to.
go into details.
Right.
For a
So-
movie that was so secretive coming out, it'd be like a shame just to kind of
Yeah.
say
yeah.
anything about it, I
Yeah.
guess.
Well, some of the reviews I've seen have been like this as well, where they're kind of keeping it close to the chest. So, keep going.
Yeah, so was really happy with it. Just little nitpicky things. Some of the stuff we spent a little too much time on. Other stuff I thought would have taken more time. They just kind of quick, like, this isn't really a spoiler, but his decision to actually go for this,
Yeah,
I
it was
kind of
pretty-
thought they'd get some more on-camera time about that.
It was pretty abrupt.
So,
So I know what you're saying.
yeah. Little things like that. Then maybe a little bit with the mixing issues. Sometimes the soundtrack was a little loud and couldn't hear the dialogue or anything like that.
Sometimes it was hard to hear.
Yep. Otherwise, I was just real happy. Even though you could tell it was a long movie. For the majority of the time, I was at the edge of my seat, just trying to, see what's going to happen next, where we're going with this.
I was at the edge of my seat because it was uncomfortable after like the first 2 hours.
Also, the robots are awesome. Forgot to mention that.
They are awesome. I thought it was kind of weird at first, and then I like, do I like these robots? And then yes, these robots are awesome.
Yeah,
So,
especially tires.
yep. But
The robots were pretty cool.
what did you
Again, we're not really spoiling anything by saying that.
There's robots in the movie.
Yeah. Ooh.
Ooh, what a space movie!
You've seen them in the trailer.
Were they in the trailer?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I remember the spinning over the water thing. Never mind.
Oh,
Okay.
I remember that. I didn't
Yeah,
know that
yeah.
was a robot.
Well, I guess you didn't necessarily. Spoiler alerts. That was a robot. All right, now what were you?
Go ahead, Josh.
Josh, what did you think of Interstellar?
It was long.
That's true.
I guess it's kind of hard because I think like it was all necessary. It's
Yep.
kind of where I'm
For the
at.
most
Like,
part, yeah.
like the length, it was an endurance test, but at the same point, I don't really see that they could have done anything. Like in fact, like you said, there were some scenes that they probably should have stayed a little bit more time on there. But
Yeah.
I guess you can't really put out a 4-hour movie.
Right.
Well, you probably could,
But
but
the directors.
you gotta wait for that director's cut. Yeah. But yeah, like I said before,
I
this
don't
is
think I don't think there's gonna be a director's cut. Okay.
No, anyway.
this is probably like the least subtlest movie he's put out, just because it's least subtlest movie he's done as far as twist wise. I thought
You mean the most subtle
or
or least
subtle.
Yeah, at least.
Wasn't very
most
subtle.
obvious?
Yeah.
Least subtle.
Least subtle, most obvious.
I guess that makes sense.
Direct.
Yeah, I mean
Unabashed.
I saw where this movie was going. I think the same as everyone else, except for those like people that were sitting right behind us,
yeah.
who were like, "Oh my god, what? Like, oh, look at that!" And I was just like, "Yeah, that's
We've known for
welcome to the
a long
movie."
time.
Yeah, but I liked the visuals. It was just I like the movie.
Mhm.
I don't know if I'm gonna run out and see it again anytime soon because that's a commitment.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's a bad movie. It didn't explode my brain needs, but it was enjoyable.
Good quality sci-fi movie.
Pretty much, and it was a different take too. Like it
Yeah.
was its own. It was definitely Christopher Nolan's like sci-fi movie. It was definitely his unique writing style, or that. Just the way it progressed and how it started off, just the setting and everything, what he did with it, just
Some
original.
some interesting world building in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like with
I like the build up and like there's sometimes where they imply a lot of shit in movies that just doesn't pay off in the end because there's always like, well, why is this? Why is that? But
Yeah.
I think he did it nice enough that there are things that, they don't tell you. It's not overt, some of the background details, but I just felt like the world was well enough established that I was okay with some of these blank spots they left.
Yeah.
About, like details about what was going on.
And I don't know if scientifically this movie makes 100% sense, but it seemed like it did. And
Yeah.
that's what movies are supposed to
They
do.
take just a little bit
That's
of
the
liberties, but
science
it's
fiction.
I believe that Matthew McConaughey was an engineer.
Oh.
You believe that?
Hard to do, but yes. Somehow I bought it in this movie. So
Well, hell, if Admiral Al Calavici could be a Vietnam POW who also became an astronaut, was an actor and an orphan, and like the 5 other jobs he had before the Quantum Leap project, I think Matthew McConaughey can be an engineer and then at one time a NASA pilot.
Okay.
Who just coincidentally lives kind of close to.
And the best damn farmer that they've got around.
And the best damn farmer they have.
Also, this movie is good because it's a champion of science. It's very pro-science.
Oh.
This movie.
Is that a reason to like it?
I don't know. I thought it was cool that it was so pro-science. I mean, because, well, NASA is supposedly dead, but it still kind of brings... This movie makes you think we're not doing enough space-wise for what we are doing, but whatever. That was my thought.
Yeah.
Added in there at
There's
the
a
end.
lot to think about after this movie was over.
Yeah, but we all liked it.
We did.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess we'll have to rate it.
Alright, so the rating scale is standard Michael Caine appearances in Christopher Nolan movies. We'll be doing that out of 5. I guess I will start us off, and I'm going to give this movie
No surprise.
4.5
Still not really.
out of 5.
Oh my god, Michael Caine's been split in half!
It didn't
Oh my
quite
god, he's been split in half!
It didn't quite reach where I wanted it to go, but still an amazing movie. Brian, how many standard Michael Caine appearances in Christopher Nolan movies do you give Interstellar?
Do you remember if I gave anything else a 5 this recently? I think one of the last couple movies I gave.
You may have been
5.
drunk and gave something
I don't
5.
know. Tell us in the comments, did Brian ever give anything 5?
But that's irrelevant because I'll just go 4.5.
Oh, psych out!
It was a bit psych out.
So 4.5.
4.5.
Josh,
Oh.
how many standard Michael Caine appearances in Christopher Nolan movies do you give this?
I'm sorry to not have Michael Caine cut in half anymore, but I'm just going to go to flat 4.
Whoa.
Flat 4.
Flat 4 out of 5 standard Michael Caine appearances in Christopher Nolan movies. I did really like it. That's about it.
How could you? She
So-
was out there. 15 is out. Anyways, so yeah, Interstellar, great movie. We all enjoyed it, and just didn't probably quite live up to the massive hype at least I had for it. So,
I didn't think it would.
if you agreed or disagreed, feel free to comment. Be sure to like and subscribe. And check out the rest of our videos. And until then, find your own ways of resisting boredom, as long as you use Michael Caine.
Does that mean, like, you gotta jerk off with pictures of Michael Caine, like, just sitting there? Or is that one of those times when you put the picture frame down because you don't want him to watch?
Okay, John Lithgow. You can use John Lithgow.
Nice.
You convinced me. Topher Grace even if you really want to.
No, nobody wants to.
What's stupid?
Get on up.
Get on up. Get on up.
Alright. Black Panther. The guy who was James Brown in the movie is going to be Black Panther. Chadwick Boseman. Alright.
Alright.
Cool. True story. Is it happening yet? That was a little long. It's going to be a lot of build-up. I don't think the Baywatch Nights theme song is that long.
After the sun goes
In the city of angels, under cover of night, people are drowning in a sea